Uh, uh, hmm. Hello, welcome to Zai Questing Mark, and we're back with some more Trails of Cold Steel, as we've been playing this game for the past forever now. Not forever, like a past few weeks. Um, I, sorry, I might sound a little smiley right now. I, I was just watching, uh, season 2 of, Snow White with the red hair, or Akagami no Shirayuki Hime, and, so wholesome. It's so wholesome. It's so cute. I must say, it is one of the few, I guess it's not that old, but it's one of the few older, shoujo anime that has a, how do I describe her? The protagonist is strong and, like, you know, determined, but isn't an airhead. It seems like whenever they make the protagonist strong and determined in shoujo, like, it always has to be an airhead or someone that isn't really that smart. And I always think that that's, you know, kind of, like, I get it, it's charming, but it's also, you know, sometimes you just want there to be someone that has their head on straight. Like, period. But anyway, between tonight and yesterday, I did a little bit of farming, both monsters and omelets. Yes, the omelet stand was very, very fruitful. As you can see, we now have nearly 70,000 mira, and I've purchased everyone new armor, new shoes, and of course, new accessories. These were expensive. Very, very expensive. uh, well, anyway. Oh wait, I did just also get new quartz. Maybe I'll put this on. There. Shield Breaker. Shield Breaker. I didn't realize I already had Spirit Breaker. Shit. Oh. I totally did not need to make... Dang, I totally did not need to make Spirit Breaker. Alright, well, Shield Breaker, Speed Breaker. I guess we could put Spirit Breaker on too. I think that might be a bit overkill. Oh, we can't put breakers on anymore. Understood. Well, I guess I could swap it for evade, and then that would work. Although lower ADF doesn't really make too much sense with... Wait. No, I guess you can't really... Magic attack. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Spirit Breaker there. And Evasion 2 here. Okay. Look at all these breakers. What was the other one I wanted to do? Sword Breaker. You have Voice Breaker. There, Sword Breaker. Okay. Let us continue. Actually. Oh, and I opened up all of Elliot's slots, which hurt. It hurt. spending that. I also made Grand Cross. That also hurt more than I thought it would. Although I guess I want to put Grim Butterfly on someone. Do I want to put it on him? Not really. I'll save it. Anyway, we have a main quest to get back to at the Sanct District. That will have to do time to do anything else once you've arrived at the Sanct District. Should we get going? Yes. Wait. Okay. I forgot that it's the other option. Yes. We've done everything we wanted to do here. Well, I've done everything I wanted to do. Make a shit ton of omelets. The only thing is I didn't really... I was trying to get UMATs farming in the sewers. It wasn't really working that well. They just do not come. Alright, I believe we're rendezvousing with the rest of our party here. Why are there a line of schoolgirls waiting for us? Oh, are they waiting for the trolley? I see. I thought they were waiting for us. They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister. Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too. So the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility. Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism. Why does he know that? He seems to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school. No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge. Okay. Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate. Yeah, those were the instructor's orders. Feeling kind of nervous, actually. Also, I did change the graphics settings, which I found out you could do through the configurator upon launch. In case the game looks any better, we've enabled HBAO+. We've enabled basically better shadows, better textures, soft shadows, not Ani-Subtaric, the other one. The one that reduces blur on like moving / diagonal objects. Feeling kind of nervous, actually. Or anisotropic? Is it anisotropic or Ani-Subtaric? I don't remember. Why would you? Some men in this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility. I must say the shadows did, the textures did quite improve on, yeah, the shadows specifically. I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura? My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. Especially because there's no, like, weird blurry spots on their bodies anymore for shadows. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere. I can totally understand that, though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies. Yeah, I can picture the chaos now. What? She's pretty mannered. I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphine herself is a student there. I've heard that too. Princess who? You've seriously never heard of her. I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is. Princess Alphine is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone. Yeah, sure. Is that so? Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest. Figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her. Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the Crown Prince of Erebonia. Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair like Yuza's brother, right? Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphin's older brother. Why isn't he the Crown Prince, then? I've been wondering this, too. The reason is that his mother was a commoner. Oh! Seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things. I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right? You must be referring to his return aboard the Arcee after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I had never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before. I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more. Oh, you're here already? Aha! I thought it would be, Elisa. You made it. It's good to see you all again. You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you? Sure, Mr. Birdman. Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here. Mr. Listens to the Wind has an S-craft that makes a fucking bird. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I don't have any water right next to me right now. Give me 1 second. I'll go grab a glass. I do have... Oh... That's fine. I do have soy sauce next to me, but I don't think that's hydrating. Wouldn't recommend drinking that. I've drank soy sauce before. It wasn't that bad. This is some good stuff, too. It's smoked. So I'm glad you redeemed that, because I'm gonna need this glass of water later. This game needs a lot of speaking. And I did just eat a very spicy dinner. Chinese street food. I had beef skewers and that were just like coated in chili powder. And a spicy noodle soup was quite nice, but also very spicy. That place does not kid around. Actually, it's funny, they have an item where the description is I can't remember, it's like what serial anus destroyer or something. Certainly an appetizing description. Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too? As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning. Every time. Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle. I just want to see them kiss. I don't even need to see them make up. Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think. Wait, did you two? I figured the girls would be the first to notice. Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you. We're fine now. Really? That's great. Sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good. I'm sure Reen will pop in there. Completely uninvited, but they will leave the door unlocked because... Yes. Because Reen is the protagonist. The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me feel, makes me a little embarrassed. That's girls for you. Is it? Is it? Is it? Because we've actually seen a sleepover where we talk about you know deep personal things in the guise. I don't know about that one, Elliot. Oh wait, no wait, sorry. Elliot was not invited to the guys sleepover. Never mind. It was Eustace, Marcus, and Reen. Poor Elliot. Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh? That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell. It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District, though that makes sense considering the distance. That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here. There we go. I love how it's a lovely voice. Eliza, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be? Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it? Well, we were told to meet here. Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp? Well, there are 9 of us in class 7. Oh! Well, hello there, Yuzu. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hello, I am Questing Mark. Cyber Angel VTuber. Yes, that's what I am. Hello. Although I don't really use that form too often. The guy with a question mark on his face. How are you doing tonight? How was your stream? What were you guys up to? We're over here playing a little bit of Trails of Cold Steel, which is a very wordy JRPG. Destroying your voice at karaoke. Ah, I see, I see. What kind of songs are you singing? We're also destroying our voice over here. By the end of this night, my voice will be completely gone. I've heard that in just one of these games, there are more words than all Lord of the Rings books combined. Honestly, all kind of nonsense. The name of my stream, it's, yes. Well, you know, it's... it's canonical. I mean, he did just ask what his... Legitimately, just now, he asked what his sister was doing here, and he is adopted. Technically, very true. Thank you for the follow, Lil Betty Dare and Vader Felix. You love everything about what I'm doing? Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll see you soon, I suppose. What's new? Pussycat sung at 2 times speed for some reason. Singing at 2 times speed is impressive, honestly. I don't know how fast the song is, but you know, I think most songs at 2 times speed is pretty impressive. Oh! That's right, you're a music person, aren't you? I forgot. Well, once again, thank you for the raid. I'm glad you, I'm glad you chose me to stop by. yeah. It was briefly mentioned, just a couple times. You're the one we were told wanted us to come here? I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Oh, Alphin? It was Alphin. Does she always have to be such a mischief maker, I swear. Nah, couldn't have been you? Oh, of course, right. No, it was, it was, what's that zombie guy's name again? Raji? Yeah. I think that was it. No. Was it Hottie? Hottie the zombie? Yes, we're talking about Roddy. Well, I'm talking about Roddy. For context, I met Yuzu through Roddy, so. How did I meet Roddy anyway? Oh, right. You heard that guy's a real dork? Yeah. I heard that too. I mean, hell, I met him playing Gundam. And Gundam is for dorks. Don't ask me why I was playing it though, because I'm not a dork. Obviously. This could at least have given me a little warning that you were coming. Oh, and you know, obviously, we're playing you know, we're playing we might be playing a JRPG right now, but that also does not make us a dork, right? Like it's just like it's like one step down from COD, you know? This is real mainstream shit right here. Yeah. Yeah. Elise? Ah, this one's a voice line.
ようこそ聖アストライア女学院へ。それでは案内させていただきます。
Those boots the girl is wearing look ridiculously hard to get to bend your legs in. Well, I'm pretty sure. Are you talking about the blue-haired girl or the yellow-haired girl? Because they're both wearing boots, I think. I just don't remember how tall the yellow-haired girl's boots are. Oh, the yellow-haired girl's boots are also quite tall. I know Alice. Alice is the yellow-haired one, the blonde one. Those are leather. Oh, Laura's are also probably leather, I think. Well, since they lace and whatnot, I feel like cloth would be. Oh wait, fabric. Well, I guess I've seen fabric boots that high. That did need lacing. Yeah. I totally was not reading what they were saying on the side. I can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of this show today. Either way, hot. I agree. Thigh-high boots, slap. I knew a girl that would wear them and call them the slut boots. It was so funny. Actually, there was a time. There was a time someone asked, because she wore them a lot, and there was a time one of my friends went up there and said, you're not wearing your usual boots today. And he's like, and she was like, what, the slut boots? Yeah, I needed to look modest. It was. I first of all, I think it's so funny that my friend mentioned it to her personally. Second, I just love her attitude about them. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside this school. You think that boy in front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Eliza? Are we the one in front? Technically, I guess if We, being Reen, is in front. He's technically a noble, but he was born a commoner. So you're right, this is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. Being that this is, you know, a JRPG and heavily anime inspired, well, otaku culture inspired, you might be unsurprised to find out that our little sister is indeed a Brocon. Luckily, as the title says, they aren't blood related.
屋内庭園みたいですね。本学院のバラ園になります。
The Rose Garden. Oh, is Alfin in there?
本日皆さんをお招きした方がいらっしゃいます。それって
どうやらやんごとなき身分の方らしいな。
姫様、お客様をお連れしました。ありがとう。入っていただいて。
まさかエリゼ、もしかして。
ご想像通りかと。さあ、どうぞ中へ。
More context on this game if you haven't seen this series before. This princess, in the one scene, no, 2 scenes we've seen her, we've learned that despite the common attitude that she is quite princess-like, she's quite mischievous, as Elisa said. In fact, she quite openly stated that she wanted to go lingerie shopping with Elisa in public in a train station where anyone could hear her.
Tours 士官学院7組の皆さん、私はアルフィン・ライゼ・アルノールと申します。どうかよろしくお願いしますね。
Which makes you think that this the era that this is in is probably pretty. I mean, yes, there are trains and guns and stuff, so era is kind of hard to define. But I think it's in terms of like the structure of nobility and whatnot. There is a reformist faction and commoners that are important. And if the royalty behaves not too uptightly in public, I'm gonna guess this is pretty far along the line of the collapse of the idea of nobility. Like, not to the point where, you know, people don't believe that nobility is important anymore, but probably getting there. I guess, yeah, I mean, we're basically an industrial revolution era in world. I don't know what that means for like how politics is going. But it has been 50 years since the major technological revolution. Oh, Alfin knows. The princess does know about Elisa's thing for her brother. And teases her about it often. Oh, she's acquainted. Okay.
殿下こそご無沙汰しておりました。
お美しくなられましたね。ありがとう。でもラウラさんとはこの学院でご一緒できるかと期待していたのですけど、やっぱりトールズの方に行ってしまわれたのね。ええ、剣の道に生きると決めた身ですので。
Isn't Laura older than her? Like by at least a couple of years. I feel like she would have known.
ご期待に添えずに申し訳ありません。
Oh, well, I guess they haven't seen each other in
ア
a
ンジェ
while.
リカさんもトールズに行ってしまうし。
Really? Oh, I forget Angelica is one of the four great nobles. Houses. That's right, that's right.
こうなったら私も来年そちらに編入しようかしら。姫様？
I really lost Angelica, huh? Angelica's quite the character. She's a leather-clad womanizer. If that
やっ
makes
と
any
こっちを
sense.
向いてくれたわね。もう。
Well, she seems lively. She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting. I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person. So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming. Is it? Well, I guess it's overwhelming, just not in the way that you'd expect it to be. I can see why people always compare her to an angel. I'm putting too much extra context into this in my head, I think. I guess she has been actually behaving quite properly. Well, if not mischievously. But, yeah.
兄様、どうかご心配なく。私の方といえば日々つつがなく暮らしております。未だ淑女には程遠いとはいえ、友人にも恵まれ、楽しく充実した生活を送らせてもらっています。
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. One very powerful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Alfin.
リーン・シュバルツァーさん、お噂はかねがね妹さんからお聞きしていますわ。姫様。
恐縮です。
How does Reen feel about his sister right now? Now that he's had quite the talking to.
自分の方も妹から大切な友人に恵まれた
And
と
now that he's
伺っております。
realizing that she didn't indeed hate him.
兄としてお礼を言わせてください。
兄様。
Yeah, she is breathing at like 10 miles an 10 miles? That's kind of slow. She's breathing at like 100 miles an hour there. Yeah, no, that's real fast. Way too many breaths per minute.
聞いていた通り。
It's like a small animal.
それ以上ですわね。
あ
リーンさん、お願いがあります。今後妹さんに倣ってリーン兄様とお呼びしていいですか？
Oh?
姫様？そのことあるごとに妹さんからリーンさんのお話を聞いているうちに他人とは思えなくなってしまって、
What are you plotting?
実際にこうしてお会いできて気持ちが抑えきれなくなったという
What are you
か、
plotting?
私にも兄がおりますし、すぐになれると思うのですが。
いや、さすがに恐れ多いというか。
いい加減にしてください。エリゼのケチ、ちょっとくらいいいじゃない。まあ、それはともかく、今日皆さんをお呼びしたのは他でもありません。ある方と皆さんの会見の場を用意したかったからなのです。
Let me guess. Prince Oliver?
ある方ですか？
それは一体。これは
ギター、うん、リュートの音？
いらしたみたいですね。
待たせたようだね。
Yes! Wait, was he playing while walking? Why was he playing while walking?
久しぶりだね、エリゼ君。まあ楽にしてくれたまえ。
That walk, so regal, so posed, so noble.
どこかで見たこ
The
とがあ
way
る
he
よ
keeps
う
his
な
loot every same exact position as he moves ever so gracefully across the pavement.
ここの音楽教師さ。本当は愛の狩人なんだが、この女学院でそれを言うとシャレになってないからね。汚れなき乙女の園に迷い込んだ愛の狩人。ロマンなんだが。
もしや
お兄様そのくらいで。
The fuck did she just hit him with? What was that?
皆さん弾いていらっしゃいますわ。
What's that? Where did it go? What was it? It was a newspaper. If it was a newspaper, where did she get it from?
さすが我が妹。なかなかのツッコミじゃないか。まさか。
Ah, there's the weird shadows again. Darn, I thought they were gone. Ah, okay, okay, okay. It just came out of nowhere. I thought it was newspaper.
ひょっとして
オリバルト・ライゼ・アルノール。通称宝刀王子さ。
So this game has a trend of keeping everyone's eyes closed while it does that little like pan for the character intro as it puts the name there, and I think it's so funny. So someone says something and then they just stand there with their eyes closed for a solid like 5 seconds as the camera pans. It's like, what do I say in this exact moment? Give me a little bit. Oh yes, now I've remembered my name.
そしてトールズ士官学院のお飾りの理事長でもある。よろしく頼むよ。7組の職務。
Weren't there only 3 chairmen? I mean, I know we saw him in the intro cutscene, which meant that he definitely had some, not in the intro cutscene, but the cutscene where we were introduced to Thor's, no, where we graduated. No, not graduated. We're still students. Beat the entrance exam? Not entrance exam, but the orientation exam. Meaning he was tied to it and we could tell, but we've already met the 3 chairmen. Oh no, we met directors, not chairmen. That's right.
驚きました。
That's right. It was the board of directors and he's the chairman. Okay.
学院の理事長をされているのが皇族の方とは聞いていたのですが。
驚くのも無理はない。今をときめく宝刀王子が伝統ある士官学院の理事長なんかやっているんだからね。まああまり聞こえがよろしくないのは確かだろうね。
I've been hearing this guy's voice quite a bit recently. Oh, I've been watching Inspector Season 2. It has refueled my love for Yuki Onna. Like, for a spirit so cold, the concept is quite hot.
お兄様、ご自分でそれを言ったら身も蓋もありませんわ。
ですが本当なのですか？ 殿下が7組の設立をお決めになったというのは。
Although I suppose the reason I think that is because it's an extension of the fact that they're pretty typically like yandere adjacent. Yeah. Yeah.
種を明かせばそういうことさ。もともとトールズの理事長職は皇族の人間が務める習わしでね。私も名ばかりではあったんだが、一昨年のリベール旅行で心を入れ替えたのさ。
一昨年のリベール旅行。
リベールの異変ですね。
During the incident? That's Trails in the Sky. That's Trails in the Sky, isn't it? Okay. I need to play through that. I need to finish that game. This is, for context, let's see, there was Trails in the Sky second chapter, Trails in the Sky final chapter, although I think that one has a type of different name technically. Trails into Blue, or Trails into Azure. Trails from Zero. Okay, so this is the 6th game in the series. Although technically, this is happening at the sorry, I had in turbo mode and I saw them breathing. Alright. This technically happens at the same time as Trails into Blue. So chronologically, in world, I suppose this is the 4th game. It's equivalent to the 4th game in the series. I didn't know that though. I thought it was the first one when I started.
ああ、あの危機における経験が帰国後の私の行動を決定づけた。
Granted, it's the first one with this cast of characters. There's basically 4 arcs in this game, each one with a different cast. There is the Trails in the Sky, the Liberal arc, which is Trails in the Sky second chapter, Trails in the Sky final chapter, or whatever it's called. Trails into Blue and Trails into Zero, which is the Crossbell arc. And this is the Cold Steel is the Erebonia arc. And then there's one after, I believe, called... No, there's 2 games after, I think. I don't remember what they're called, though. I think in Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4, though, it's either starting from 3 or starting from 4 that you basically can play all of the characters. Or, all of the characters are there from all those previous ones.
そしていくつかの悪あがきをさせてもらっているんだが、そのうちの一つが士官学院に新たな風を巻き起こすことだった。
新たな風。
すなわち我々特化クラス7組ですか。
では身分に関係なくさまざまな生徒を集めたのも。
ああ、もともとは私の発案さ。
A fitting idea for the Commoner
も
Prince.
ちろんアークスの適性が高いというのも条件だったがね。
Oh, I guess he's actually in a very similar position to Eustace then, despite, granted, he's with the Imperial Royal family, as opposed to the, one of the dukes, but you know.
こうして特別実習という名目で各地に向かわせることの意味も、
この帝国で起きている実情、貴族派と革新派の対立を知らしめ考えさせるのが狙いですか。
They probably could have just done that by putting Eustace and Marcus in the class.
無論それもある。
Actually, no, Eustace isn't really that much of a die-hard noble supporter, I don't think.
だが私は君たちに現実に様々な壁が存在するのをまずは知ってもらいたかった。その二大勢力だけではない帝都と地方、伝統や宗教と技術革新、この激動の時代において必ず現れる壁から目を背けず、自ら考えて主体的に行動する。
Man, it'd be cool if a, you know, it'd be cool if a, it'd be cool if a real school did that. You know, teach about how the world is a big place. Yeah.
そんな資質を若い世代に期待したいと思っているのだよ。
あ、
それは
正直身に余る期待ですけど。ですがようやくいろいろなものに合点がいった心境です。
確かにこの7組ならばそんな視野が持てるかもしれない。
そういった手応えが自分たちの中にあるのも確かです。だね。
そうか。そう言ってくれただけでも私としては本望だ。
Hmm. I figure this probably isn't the point of this, but like, it's, I know it's a trope that happens a lot in stories, so it's nice to see. I don't know that I would call him an educator because he's not exactly a teacher, but he's involved in the system. But to see one that, you know, cares about how the students will turn out and that they'll be able to handle themselves in the future. Like, I know there are plenty of characters like that, especially in you know, anime. It's just nice to see. I don't know.
7組の発起人は私だが、すでにその運用からは外れている。それでも一度君たちに会って今の話だけは伝えたいと思っていた。そこにアルフィンが今回の席を用意すると申し出てくれてね。
そうだったんですか。
Alphen stepped in. Okay.
お兄様のためというのもありますけど、エリゼの大切なお兄さんに一度お会いしたかったのもありますね。姫様。
That's right. She did want to meet Rain. And she also wanted to tease Eliza with Rain.
話を聞かせていただいて本当にありがとうございます。自分たちの中の芯が一本改めて通ったような心境です。ですがお話を聞く限り自分たちが期待されているのはそれだけではなさそうですね。
ほう。
士官学院の常任理事の3名、我が兄ルーファス・アルバレアにテート知事カール・レイグニッツ、そしてラインフォルト社会長イリーナ・ラインフォルトですか。
確かに。
どう考えても王子様とは違う狙いを持ってそう。
その通りだ。先ほども言ったがすでに7組の運用は私から離れ、彼ら3名の理事に委ねられている。
Oh, I didn't notice. I just realized Rain is sitting next to Alyssa. Way to sneak in there, girl. Way to sneak in there. That is the basically official ship. Granted, you can choose, but you know, basically official ship, and also my preferred because just in combat, such an amazing combo. Your favorite DC hero? Hello, hello. Okay. You may introduce yourself. Go ahead. I allow it.
このうち知っての通り、ルーファス君とレーグニッツ知事はお互い対立する立場にある。イリーナ会長はアークスなどの技術的な方面に関係しているが、その思惑は私にもよくわからない。そして君たちの特別実習の行き先を決めているのは彼らなのさ。
そうだったんですか。
I guess that's kind of smart, actually. Your name is Easy Mode Start, but you can call you Easy or Mode, but don't get you started. Okay, okay. Local support NPC and part-time werewolf. Oh, you're a werewolf, you say? Well, thank you for the follow and the lurk. I very much appreciate the support. It's nice to have you here. That's what you do? Well, thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. As a treat, since you mentioned you're a werewolf. I actually should have done this earlier when I said that it was a Cyber Angel VTuber, but here's angel form. A lot of eyes. I guess I have this on my profile. But it does get in the way of the screen, so I tend not to. I've also just realized that my chroma key is... I changed the color on it, and it is just the perfect color to be partially transparent. That was a mistake. Oh, I should mention that I am indeed self-drawn and self-rigged. I always forget that part. One of my selling points, but I forget it. So, if you see imperfections, don't judge me too harshly. I'm not actually an artist.
確かに何か思惑や駆け引きなどがありそうですね。
Thank you, thank you. I will say it was quite clever. Not clever, but you know, yes, actually clever to allow the decision making for the locations for the field studies to be left up to, at the very least, Rufus and Carl, since they're the heads of two opposing factions. They would want them to see things that garner support for their own viewpoint, or at least at the very least, even if they're trying to remain unbiased, they'll put in the things that they think are worthwhile, which exposes them to the two different viewpoints. And I think that's quite clever of Prince Olivert here. Everyone's an artist in their own way, and everything you make is an art. Oh wow, thank you, thank you. That is, I suppose those are words of wisdom. Yeah, thanks. Thank you for the hydrate.
ああ、7組設立にあたって譲れない条件として彼らから提示されたものでね。正直ためらいはしたのだが、それでも我々は君たちにかけてみた。帝国が抱えるさまざまな壁を乗り越える光となり得ることを。だがそれも我々の勝手な思惑さ。
Okay, but why is Reen there? Someone has to know something about Reen.
君たちは君たちで、あくまで士官学院の生徒として青春を謳歌すべきだろう。恋に、部活に、友情に、甘酸っぱい青春なんかをね。
Was not expecting this from the prince, but I feel like I should have like seeing his character develop here. All right, but yeah, why is Reen there? Everyone else, Gaius being a Highlander personally recommended by a general, Fee being a Jaeger. I guess we don't know much about Emma yet, but we already know that she's kind of special, but I guess we don't know who knows that. So I guess she's also an Enigma. Elliot being the son of a major general, the general, the most renowned general in the Erebonian army. Alyssa being the daughter of one of the directors of the board and also the largest arms manufacturing company, specifically the one designing their new stuff. The son of one of the four great houses. Daughter of the best martial artist. Son of the imperial governor. And random backwoods noble. Like random backwoods noble being Reen. Reen and Emma are still mysteries here. I don't know how they got invited. Not invited, but put into this class. Everyone else I can see.
そう言っていただけると少しだけ気が楽になりまし
There's
た。
no way this was random at the very least, because all three of the directors have their children in class 7.
先ほど我々と殿下はおっしゃっていましたが、他にも殿下に賛同されている関係者の方々が？
ああ、バンダイク学院長さ。もともと私もトールズの出身で、あの人の教え子でね、7組を設立するアイディアにも全面的に賛同してくれたんだ。
そうだったんですか。
確かに学院長にはいろいろと配慮していただいていますね。
3人の理事たちとは異なり、学院運営に口を出せる立場にないが、何よりも現場の責任者として最高のスタッフを揃えてくれたからね。
最高のスタッフですか。
もしかしてサラ教官のことでしょうか。
That's just one person though.
彼女だけではないが、
There we go. Yeah.
ただ学院長が彼女を引き抜いたのは非常に大きかっただろう。帝国でも指折りの実力者だし、何よりも特別実習の指導にはうってつけの人材だろうからね。
帝国でも指折りの実力者。
I mean, she's an old bracer. Right? That was her
特
thing.
別実
Right?
習の指導にうってつけの人材
Wait, was she a guild leader?
私も噂くらいは耳にしたことがありますわ。エクレールなんてかっこいい呼ばれ方をされている方ですよね。
エクレール。
やはり
2人が知っているということは帝国の武の世界で知られる名前か。
ああ、耳にしたことがあるくらいだけど。
帝国遊撃士協会にその人ありと言われたほどの若きエース。最年少で永久遊撃士となった恐るべき実力と実績の持ち主。
Okay, not guild leader, but
自
pretty
然
up
のバ
there.
レスタイン。それが君たちの担任教官さ。
Oh, what a weird time for the save to come up. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for seeing. Oh, has she changed? Okay. Thanks for seeing us out. Never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Elfin of all people. Wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. Oh, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Night, everyone. You know, realizing that we really know, like, why everyone is there except for Emma and Reen. I mean, we know why Reen is there in character, but not, like, in world. But Emma specifically is still such an enigma. Well, I guess we still have a couple chapters left to figure things out. Not a couple, probably even more. I know that this goes at least chapter 6, but probably further. And we're currently in chapter 4. You can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Yes. Be my brother is a... certainly an offer. Small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Oh, it was a different request. Oh, you're going to ask him. But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Maki's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one in the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner in... Oh! Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize, as I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elisa once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reed? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. Busted indeed. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No, that's not what I mean, Your Highness. He just, you know, he's got other things to think about, you know? He's got girls all around him interested in him, you know? Actually, that's a lie. The only one that's been shown to actually be interested in him is Dalisa. That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist the knife. He's a high school boy, all he has the time is time to think about girls. True. Your Highness, please, you too, Prince Oliver. Oliver? Probably Oliver. Like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you're already courting? Elisa's shock is so funny. I knew Alisa would react to this one. I was not expecting Fee. I was not expecting the ellipsis from Fee. Oh. Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... How am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Ever the popular one, aren't we, Reed? Well, aren't you the lucky one? Your Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way, but I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. It seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one that made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. Your mother being one of them, your brother being one of them. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. What a way to talk. All three of them. What a way to talk about their family. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Oh, my voice is already strained. Really? Unbelievable. I almost forgotten about those good old days. Is that Sarah right there? Yes, it is. Instructor, how long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, then. I don't know why these people are so hard on her for knowing that she is attractive, because she is. Like, come on. Hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. You hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Oh! Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire. This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea, but the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. What evil schemes? Could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh, right, military police. I forget that she's railway military police and that they would have access to military cars. Fuck, man. Let me get more water real quick. This is killing me. Okay, I'm back. A little bit of liquor to cure my cough. We're actually highly effective. Huh. Alright. We miss you. Those wonders. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. Oh, yeah, my throat feels smooth now. Dang, that worked well. I see this place is bustling at night. Oh, well, we are in the capital city. Well, okay, never mind. That's not why it's bustling. Terrorists? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the North Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? What was his name? Gilmorn? So, he's one of them. He said his name was Gideon? Or G or something like that? Oh, I was way off. So that's what the man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption. Yes, the summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all, and considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret, then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. Is it now? How often has Free dealt with terrorists? I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right, the RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall Military Police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, these really seem to have a messy history between them. Sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Her brother, I believe, referring to the intelligence division captain. Although, it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time, after all, lots of little details that need to be squared away. We don't get to choose. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Oh, dang, do we get stuck in Group A? I was hoping we'd get Alisa again. Man. Her abilities are just so nice. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about 1.5 years ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Like, actually? Huh. She did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Small world. Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Arabonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. Chancellor Osborne. Representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Whoa. Knock it off. The way she just backed up. Like, okay. The cat has claws. So that's what happened. You mentioned earlier, you mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attack? What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group V used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking, you caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Marcius, you are one to talk. Sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Northern Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I've never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. The weird shadows, man. I thought we were done with them. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. She did. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. She might be feeling a bit nostalgic. She might be feeling a bit homesick, even. 5 away from our next prize. Hell yeah. We're gonna see the masked fella here. And there's Gideon. Very inconspicuous. Walking around late at night in what looks like a military uniform, not belonging to any... Oh, I guess it doesn't look like a military... Well, no. Kinda does. What with that armband you got there? Yeah? No, that looks like a military uniform.
今こそ我らが鉄槌を持って赤き都の眠りを覚ます時だ。
Yeah. Wait. Is that who I think it is? On the left. Isn't that Marcus's friend? Not friend, but you know, the guy that runs Marcus' favorite pub. It feels like you have so few men accompanying you. Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others? I hope that's just a reused model.
何心配は無用だ。この笛さえあれば、鉄道憲兵隊も恐れるに足りん。
Is that a monster calling
明
flute?
日はとうとう我々の名前を世間に知らしめる時。
Bets it's a monster
頼も
calling
しき
flute.
同志たちよ。力を尽くしてくれたまえ。
It's a monster calling flute. It's a monster calling flute. It's a monster calling flute. I know it. I know it. Alright, I'm gonna go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay, will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact. But I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. She looks so happy. Fia looks so happy. I'm guessing the city is going to be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. Dude, she's so cute. She looks so happy. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. God, Fia is freaking adorable, man. Dang, this street looks completely different with the banners and confetti. And the, you know, the military police. Let's go say hello to... Oh, Fiona! You work for Etoile? You know, what are you doing here? What else? I'm helping out. Can I interest you in this super special gelato that me and Agnes made together? Those actually look great. I think I'm in danger of just handing you my wallet here. Tetra Gelato. Oh. Oh my god. That's a buff to everything. It's a buff to actually everything. Oh man, I wish there was an actual recipe for that. It's legit just everything buff. That's wild. I guess he was talking about Elliot's mom there. Alright, I was hoping for a recipe or something. Darn. Okay. Who we got over here? Milton. That's a name. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. It might even be just too juicy to share. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving during this summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. You think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in. Don't worry, it's something important. Yeah, that might not be something to mention in front of the common people, Rain. It does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed, I think we do well if we keep this story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part. I like how you know this. You can sense the evidence lying around. Alright, where to next? Vankar? Yeah, let's go Vankar. Hello? Your boyfriend? Who is this dashing, blaze-haired man? Got stopped by police and I tried to cross the road earlier. I feel like I'll get a better view over there, too. It's not fair. If I can't go over there, I can't really know how much worse this spot is. Indecisive fellow, I see. My father has that same problem when choosing parking spots. It's quite funny. I feel like I've seen this girl before. I might be imagining it, though. Oh, what do we have here? What's wrong? Ah, suspicious fella. Well, that wasn't really all that suspicious. It looked like he just didn't know where to go. Did you notice something? Thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? You can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. Anyway, I don't think we're done investigating the street yet. Let's get back to our patrol. Are we not done with this street yet? Plaza Bifrost has something for us, it would seem. Any recipes for him here? No, okay. Dang, you think the... How many omelets did we make? You'd think the 13,494 omelets would net us a recipe. But, you know... I can't believe we made that. A crow?
Huh, huh, huh. やっぱ近頃の俺は冴えてるぜ。こりゃ特賞はいただきだな。
Hey guys. What's Crow doing here? How's that field study coming along? Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here? Well, you don't know, classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival, so I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time. Meaning the summer races, of course. Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors, we're not allowed to place bets. Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize. So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that? If only we all had such boundless energy. Crow is so... honest in the weirdest ways. Alright, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay? Thank you very much. Come back anytime. Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sank district. Peace. Thanks. My goddess, let me win that prize. It seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for. So irresponsible. That's Crow for you. Anyway, I think that's all there is to investigate on Vanker Street. Time to move on to one of the other areas. I like how that's what set him off. There was something in his suspicion sensors that just knew that something was up, and it was Crow. No war crimes today. No, we're actually dealing with terrorists today. Yeah. No war crimes to be had here, unfortunately. How are you doing, Roddy? Yes, indeed. Quite a natural progression. You know, sometimes you're the one doing the war crime, sometimes you're dealing with people that... Well, I guess it's technically not a war crime if you're the terrorist, it's just a straight up crime. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. Wait, we were already on Altar Street. Garnier. What do we have here? Something in Hotel der Himmel? Are you selling fresh juice here, good sir? Yes, you are. Oh, no recipes? Unfortunate. Would you give me a recipe if I talked to you? No, you won't. Unfortunate. Okay. Oh. It's the guy that was taking candid photos of the girls without their permission, but they were actually just nice photos. Whoa, didn't expect to see any of you here. You coming to get a look at Prince Alfin too? Tell you what, once the parade's over, I'll sell you photos of here. Oh, come on, dude. You said you wouldn't. There's something especially debased about a student from our school trying to get away with something like this. Do us a favor and try not to get so caught up taking pictures that you walk into the road and get yourself run over. Roger that. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. You do be doing? Well, I'm glad you're not doing, I guess. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Oh, is that the singer? Hmm? So we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilda? Clotilde? Shit, what? Why did I not realize her name was so hard to pronounce it for? What is her name? I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Oh, isn't that a shame? Clotilda? Oh, that makes sense. All right, thank you. Yes, that makes sense. Clotilda. Okay. But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace too. I don't know why, my brain just could not recognize that name. I was like, what? Clotilde, Clotilde. Yeah, I could not recognize Clotilda. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change and you only met us once 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. Slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were two of them talking in a back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked up at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. Wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. Same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. That's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. His sense for when there's clues and when there aren't is insane. Like, you'd think the game would just, like, give us a... You know, let us know by the fact there aren't any exclamation points after the fact. But the fact that Reed actually mentions it means that in world he has some super wild sensor for when there is and isn't something suspicious. Alright, on to Ost. What are you doing here, good sir? Postman, that's right. I thought these kids would have seen something suspicious. I feel like the pub would be a good place to check, but it looks like nothing is going on over there. But what do we have over here? Something in the waterway. And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area, especially with all the monsters in it? That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's... Yeah, they find entrances to underground areas filled with monsters here and there. It's just a normal thing. That's just it's part of the charm of the city. You know? Ain't that lovely? Everyone's smart enough to know they shouldn't go near them. Puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out, and they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. Doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost district. Time to move on to one of the other areas of the city. I like how we just don't bother with checking. Yeah, nothing in there. Alright. Yeah, figures would probably be something at the very far end of the plaza.
皇族の方々のパレード目当てだろうね。
Oh, okay. I thought this was the gelato stand. Imperial Meat. What a name. Actually, that's kind of making me hungry. I just had food though. But I want some Imperial Meat. Where do you think I can get some Imperial Meat around here? Wait, no, I wanted to talk. Fair number of pretenders to the gelato throne. Ah, yes, the one that Fiona is running. I like the confidence. I didn't realize that there was a gelato competition amongst the stand owners. Choco Banana Crepe, huh? Oh, I found a crepe place near me the other day. Fantastic stuff, dude. Like, real good stuff. The crepe was so... for context, I had a savory one. It was so soft that it... Except for, like, the more, like, you know, browned parts that you want to be more crispy. so soft I couldn't tell where the cheese started and where the crepe ended. Like, oh. And it tasted wonderful. Like, oh man. That was a treat. That was a real treat. Looks like it's just equivalent to a health potion though. That's something we need to worry about. I was aware of that. Indeed. I believe Eustace Marcus and Elliot told us that. The palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. What, 4 guards? I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be too careful with members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories are all true. They should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Dragos Plaza. There's more city to see though, so let's keep moving. Alrighty. Where to? Where to? Oh, there's only 2 places left. Mater Park and Heimdall Port. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. It looks more well guarded than the plaza. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall Military Police. Looks like the Imperial Guard from Valfheim Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held there. I see. That makes sense why it's so well guarded. Especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. Hey, isn't that... No, Patrick, you're here too? But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies, or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls. He really does get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler Celestin always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true. He's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. You say something. Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. Try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay. Can't say I'm all that jealous considering all the time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Rean to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Yeah, it was kind of... I know he didn't know, but it was kind of pathetic. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from the terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Wait. I just realized the girl's chest pocket was stolen from them. The guys have big chest pockets, the girls don't. Fashion at its highest. Are you sure it's perfect? Is something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. I didn't mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come to us later. Okay. Fine. I'm not gonna check the underground passage here. Whatever. Okay. Sheesh, man. When I have that fella's running around pretty hectically. What in Eidos' name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you need to worry about, but last night a bunch of our younger workers up and quit just like that. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I'll bet they got all caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs. The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back. Okay, everything's going in the back of your minds. What's in the front, dude? We patrolled each of the other areas assigned to us at least once. It's almost noon now, so we might as well wait for Instructor Sarah to contact us. What is in the front of your mind, my guy? Everything is in the back. Might we have anything in this area of the waterway? No. Okay. Okay, I guess you can start the cutscene like that. This is Class 7, Group A. Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh, she sounds way more serious than usual. Reen reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see. Something sounds off, alright. Though judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. That'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head from the Balflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest, Prince Alfred is headed to Mater Park in the northeast, and Prince Oliver will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Oliver's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Is that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousine carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Great. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible, then. We can follow the main street. As soon as we're ready, let's head to Mater Park. Oh, I think we're ready. Let's make a save here, just so that we can possibly do our omelet exploit later as well. I think we have everything sorted. You know, in case we find out that we're in desperate need of money. By the way, I did find out after the fact that what I was doing with the omelets was indeed an exploit, and in fact, one of a kind, because it's basically just omelets you can do that with. And it's only when Elliot is in the party. I mean, you can still turn a profit when it's just the good omelets, not the unique ones, but it's half as much. What the fuck happened to that car? Yo, how did it move like that? Elise is there too. It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while, though it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think. You would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? She'd think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a Baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial Princess, debut or otherwise. You're so old-fashioned, Elise. Eliza, both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to the dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Just please, that's enough. Come on, I'm sorry, Eliza. Seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Still, surrounded by that many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If Reen were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both for him and for me. Reasonable? I was not expecting this development. Okay. Elisa? Sorry, just thinking out loud, but don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave to them. What is this? I know that they've said multiple times that the Schwartzes have always been close to the Imperial family, but I wonder why. What makes the Schwartzes special, but leaves them at just baronies? For context, I believe the ranking is Baron, and then Viscount, and then Count, then Duke, and then Marquis. Although Marquis, I believe, is typically only held by royals. No, wait, sorry. It's Marquis and then Duke, which is typically only held by royals. No, I might have those. I can't remember if it's Marquis or Duke. Which is seconds. I think it might be Marquis. It could also be Duke. Yeah. At the very least, you know, Baron is at the bottom of the totem pole. And Royal is at the top. Especially Imperial Royal. So Eliza's here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alphin's attendant. Oh, those two must be pretty tight. The princess really looks the part, though. Indeed, that dress of Imperial Crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area's under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep in the city. Okay. It'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. He has big hands. Did you see that? Dang. Yawning again. Yo, Fee's got them yowie hands. Does everyone just have the same size hands regardless of their body size? What do we have at Dreikel's? "2:40 p.m. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now. Oh, Princess Alpha and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening. Seems that this is likely the time that many will begin to let the guard down then. Uh-huh, the perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I, but at the very least we need to remain vigilant until the day is over." Right. Okay. The traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. Literally around, because there really isn't much else. We've seen this girl before. Okay. Fan club. That might have been Angelica and Toa. Somehow I really didn't expect this combination, but also is Toa Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if what's happening. Is her jacket reflecting or are those stickers? I think it's reflecting quite a bit. Not stickers, sorry, logos. Okay, yeah. Unusual pairing, I think.
アンゼリカ先輩も。
あ、リン君たちだ。
おっと、これは奇遇じゃないか。
ハーシェル生徒会長。
アンゼリカ先輩も珍しい場所でお会いする。
これも女神の巡り合わせというものだね。
Ah, right.
ラウラ君、フィー君も。よかったら私と一緒に。
いえ、実習中の身ですので。
I like how Laura is already. I like how she's already aware.
そういうこと。
がっくし。
Has she tried this often? Will she ever learn? Looks like those rumors about her were true.
そういえば、動力バイクでトリスタから来たんですか？
ああ、そいつを使えば40分くらいで着くからね。
Isn't it 30 minutes by train?
トアを後ろに乗せてきたわけさ。
うん。機械の馬みたいなものですか。
How much faster are trains than cars?
なんかかっこいい。あんちゃんの運転激しいから大変だったけど。はあ、でもお祭りはいいよね。
I've always thought that bikes were cool, but man, this semester I would really, really like appreciate a bike. Like a motorcycle, not like a bicycle, because I ain't fucking biking in the middle of winter. Hell, even a moped, because I have to walk so fucking long to get to one of my classes, and I can also just drive, but the parking for cars is always cramped because it's near a hospital, and bike's got a special spot that was almost never used, and man, that would be lovely.
これでテロリストの心配がなければ言うことないんだろうけど。
Oh, so they know.
どうしてそれを？
ひょっとしてサラ教官から何か聞いていたんですか？
うん、君たちの実習に関しては私も少しお手伝いしてて、昨日も知事さんからの要請を教官に取り継いだんだよね。それでちょっと心配になってあんちゃんと見に来たんだけど。
そうだったんですか。
Who is Toa?
何やら見えないところでお世話になっているようですね。
Now that I think about it, she's kind of mysterious too. Like, she handles quite a few things.
感謝。別に大したことはやってないんだけど。
おや、細かい手続きや書類作成も手伝っているんじゃなかったかい？サボりがちなサラ教官に代わって各方面への連絡もしているそうだし。
そうなんですか？
教官。ちょっとは見直したと思ったんだが。
さすがにちょっとサボ
I
り
don't know.
す
I
ぎ
feel
か
like she has a
も
lot
ね。
more responsibility than just the poor student that has all of Sarah's tasks pushed on her. She seems, I don't know. There's something more to her. There has to be something more to her.
教官だって忙しいんだし。それにしてもリン君たち皇女様と会ったんだよね。いいなあ。私も一目でいいから見たかったんだけど。
俺たちも驚きましたけど。
確かに噂通り天使みたいだったかも。はあ、いいないいな。
皇女殿下の愛らしさは帝国の至宝と言ってもいいが。
Well, she was just complaining about losing Angelica. And I was surprised because of this very
リン
reason.
君の妹さんも素晴らしい素質を持っていたね。
Yup.
エリゼ君だったか。またお目にかかりたいものだよ。
ああ、妹だったらちょうど殿下の付き人として園遊会に出席しているところですね。
本当かい？
That really excited her.
皇女殿下にエリゼ君、それにフィー君を加えたら。
I see she has her tastes.
最強フィフティーンズの出来上がりじゃないか。
Oh. Yeah, she has her tastes.
なんか参加させられてるよ。
悪い気はしないかも。
こんなことなら父上の言いつけに従って園遊会に出席しておけば。いや、さすがに霊人たる私がドレスを着るわけには。しまった。それならタキシードを着ていけばよかったじゃないか。
In some weird way, that she reminds me of my sister. My sister behaves nothing like her, but I feel like her internal thoughts are quite similar.
あんちゃん、どう？
なんだなんだ、揃い踏みかよ。
Crow?
クロ先輩。
あれ？クロウ君？
なんだ、君も来てたのか。
まあな。
そういえば月賞に行くとか言ってましたけど。
メインレースの結果はどうだったんですか？
聞いてくれるな。
My sister is your deity of choice. I'm sure she would accept that. I'm pretty sure she's being worshipped by her fan club at this very moment. She's built up quite the harem. The Bens. You know, I have a red bean spread that I'm gonna eat that right now because I'm kind of hungry. Every time. Blue refuses to help you find a hot guy in a Snapchat story. Well, they're in the far south of Florida, so I think you'd be having a hard time getting there. Alright, be back with beans. One step short of beans and bread, beans and toast. What are you gonna do with this flight credit? Roll the dice? Oh, I didn't realize you actually said roll the dice. Yeah. Wait, did you just build up enough flight credit to take a flight? mean, I thought we were gonna fly to Joshua anyway. Might be nice to make it cheaper. Ah, I see. Harems are such volatile things, aren't they? My sister would know. It's so funny. Okay. I actually called her group her harem in front of her. with our family nearby. And like, you know, we joked about it and she did not deny it anyway. In fact, she kind of implied that it was true.
まさかあそこでブラックプリンスが来るなんて誰が予想できんだよ。しかもランバーブリッツが2番手に差し込んでくるなんて大番狂わせもいいとこだぜ。
ああ、4号で当たりか。わざわざ検証はがきを出した甲斐があったみたいだな。
で、しれっと特徴を当ててんじゃねえよ。
This guy looks like a bottom, does he? What screams bottom to you? Is it the headband?
もうやだ、この女。
これも日頃の
Yeah, I figured it was the headband.
あんちゃん異様にくじ運とか強いからね。
Well, we haven't really seen much of Crow. I don't really know what he's like.
3時の鐘だね。
Oh, I didn't realize he had earrings. Huh.
そろそろ各地の行事も終わるくらいの時間かな。我らも
Everyone moves like a sim.
くらい巡回すべき
All of these characters move like sims.
ああ、同感だ。
すみません先輩たち。俺たちはそろそろ。
This game was made for the PlayStation 3.
うん、気をつけたまえ。
なんだなんだ、もう行っちまうのかよ。
アークスも持ってきてるから何かあったら連絡してね。
はい、それでは。
Oh, I guess this is something happening.
あれ、どうしたの？
これは何かの圧力が高まっているような。
ああ、こいつは。
これって
月祭の余興。
いや。
I would doubt this. Guess you watched literally all of the 105 videos on... Yes, 105 videos on that playlist? Dang! That's a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, basically. Damn. That's a lot of content.
テロリストの仕掛け。
うん、そうみたいだね。あんちゃん、クロウ君、みんなの避難誘導を手伝って。ケンペイさんたちも混乱してるみたいだから。
ああ。
Oh my god, the shaking. The shaking.
会長、俺たちも。
ここは私たちに任せて、リン君たちは動いて。
How? Okay, if you're shaking this much, how is your voice not
君たちに
vibrating?
しかできないことがきっとあるはずだよ。
Except for William Afton, I don't even know who that is. I've heard the name.
俺たちにしかできないこと。
それって。
Something vibrated towards you like that, you would be so scared. I think the vibrating is more because of the erupting manholes.
まさか陽動か。
間違いなさそう。
Oh, it was a monster calling flute. What the hell are these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men. On our honor as Imperial Guards, and we must not allow them any closer to the garden party. Yes, sir. Imagine someone running towards you while vibrating in the air. You'd lay down and cry? Would you? I think it would be hilarious. What can we do? They look like they need help. But we can't just abandon our... Okay, come on now. If you're there for emergencies, deal with the emergency. You're the military academy students working with the railway military police, right? Those look just like the creature we fought in the underground passage yesterday. What are they doing around on the surface? There are quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. It won't be easy, though. What was that? Came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the Crystal Garden party in danger? It was an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed. Can't leave our post even though danger is 20 feet away. Exactly. This isn't looking good. And they have guns too. Like they can straight up just shoot at them from over here. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP and figure out what's going on there. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the railway military police. Alright. Eidos be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness. Why don't you do your jobs as guards and guard? Reen is your favorite. Reen sound like Bean. Reen is the protagonist. At the very least, we play as Reen, mainly. Whoa, what's the governor doing here? They sure got tied up quick. That's Reen's sister. Who has a thing for him, by the way.
ごきげんよう、知事閣下。招待されぬ身での訪問。どうか許していただきたい。君たちは？正直、あなたにはそこまでの恨みはないのだが、あの男に協力している時点で同罪と思っていただこう。やはりそれが狙いか。殿下は関係ないだろう。二人を解放したまえ。知事閣下。
I'm surprised the princess calls him your excellency.
それは応じられぬ相談だ。こちらのお二方には君たちの陣営の致命的な失点になっていただく。命まで奪うつもりはないがね。エルゼ
Yeah, that was Reen's voice, all right.
兄様、リーンさんたち。
君たちは来てくれたのか。
Yes, they call the governor Kaka. Yes, that's absolutely what they call him.
トールズ士官学院。ノルドでの仕込みに続いてまたもや現れたか。
Well, you do have our prince, our sister, well, Reen's sister hostage.
今回ばかりは邪魔されるわけにはいかん。
Why does that sound so? When you write it like that, it's kind of repulsive. The heart just intensifies it. Damn.
魔獣を操っているのか。それで外の魔獣も。
The way they were pushed back. No expression change.
一足先に失礼させてもらおう。お前たち、ここにいる全員を食い殺せ。
Lag? Lag?
大型魔獣2体。戦闘パターンは分析済み。
7組 A 班、全力で撃破する。
分かった。
Alright, this ain't gonna be that hard. How much health? Oh shit, they have 43,875 health each! Never mind, a little harder than I thought. So for the flash grenade. Blind, very nice. Oh shit! Why that green hair guy looked like a freaking nerd? Because he is. That was more damage than I was bargaining for. Luckily, we have a wonderful healer over here. Resounding beat, yes. The monsters wait their turn, yes, but we also have to wait our turn in response. Alright, this will hit both of them, lovely. What happened to Kaka? He's not a playable character. That's what happened to him. Speed and movement. Yeah. Good art. Faint? Really? Shit. Shit. Alright, Reen is at 180. Alright, just a normal hit then. From Elliot, we get... Yeah, okay. We'll cure that. We'll cure that, that feint. Oh, it's for 3 turns? Yeah, we really need to cure that feint. Sick, sick, sick. Put him to sleep? Hell yeah. Alright. Perfect, perfect. Automatic crit, hell yeah. Yes! Alright, that thing is way bad. Alright, that thing is basically dead. Hell yeah! Well, that was not as much damage as I was hoping for, but you know. Can only ask for so much, I suppose. From you, another resounding beat, I suppose. I'll take a sleep. Okay. I really need to hit with another strength. Okay. Alright, he's up again, but he's dead. Alright, dealing with 2 of these was really not as hard as I thought it would be. I thought I would need to use more than 1 S-Craft, but it would seem that that was not the case. You know, it doesn't surprise me that Elliot was the one that got hit. The one and only one that got hit. Alright, sick. Sick. Levels for everyone but Reen. Oh, UMAT, nice. No new skills for anyone though, unfortunately. Is he?
問題ない。それよりお前も殿下たちを
Dang. Alright, okay.
待ちたまえ。僕も助立ちさせてもらうぞ。
パトリック、いや、あんたにはできればここを守ってほしい。
まだ外に大型魔獣もいるし、知事さんも怪我してるからね。
だが僕からも頼む。君の腕だったら安心だ。
I'm surprised that they can all trust Patrick's abilities. Well, I guess he's fought them. He lost, but he's fought them. And he was pretty strong.
決まりだね。
Yeah, I guess he was pretty strong.
行くぞ。知事閣下、鉄道憲兵隊への連絡をお願いします。
ああ、任せたまえ。
I mean, he was the first one we knocked out, but he was pretty strong. We knocked him out first for that reason. Yeah. Okay, I can accept it. Is this one of the passages beneath the city? Looks like it, and judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been to before. I don't sense any traps. Oh man, I completely forgot to thank you, but thanks for the sub, Henry. It's how you always make your entrance, so it completely slipped me. If you're still here, anyway. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. Give me a full update on the situation. Man, she's a lot more serious than usual today. Even before this explosion happened. The targets are Gideon and two other armed terrorists. They've abducted Prince Alphen and Eliza, and we're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them. Understood, I'm making my way there as fast as I can, and I've got the RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit, try to stall them until we get there if you can, but don't do anything that would put their hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Got it. Alright, let's hurry. Right, we won't let them get away. Oh, I thought we just got in a car from the sewer. No, that's them. Okay, got it. We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. Glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation, though. Sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and the cathedral like seasoned pros. Made you reset your password like a baby. Did it make you enable like 2FA or something? None of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas, and we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept the compliment when it's given, you know? So, how much of an idea do you have that the terrorists' real target was going to be the Garden Party? Ah, yes, emails. I'll bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you got for a brain, right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chances at roughly 40%. Targeting the Garden Party would make the biggest spectacle, after all. Oh, thank you for another gifted sub. Well, this is a gifted sub, the last one was a sub. Yes, thank you. I'm sure Nightbot loves you too. Nightbot has gotten like 4 or 5 subs from you now. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about that girl with her. That's why we'll probably never see eye to eye. I'm gonna guess Reen is gonna go demon mode again.
Terrorist me. Elize, 公女殿下も無事でいてくれ。
Reen is gonna go demon mode again.
魔獣がいる。問題ない。このまま蹴散らすぞ。
やあ。
Where did she get the yacht from? Like, whose dialect is that?
逃さぬ。行こっか。
Single advantage is nice, I guess. Blow. Boink.
さてと。
I love the fact that we got 2 death blow triggers.
私の番だな。
Oh, it's so nice.
俺の番だな。
行こっか。
さて
You need new manga to read, but you're so picky and it takes ages to find one. I don't read much manga, so I don't know how much help I can be here, but what are you looking for? How is plants? They're well, I don't know if they're dead. They're if they're not dead, they're very close. They're very wilted. Alright, these things are fast. When did I last give water? When did I last give water? I stopped after they had become mostly very dead. When was that? Like 2 months ago? Well, I mean, I thought they were dead. Like, dead. Actually, I think they are dead. But, like, you know. What do you mean what happened to tell you if they're sad? What happened to you to tell me when to water them? Yeah, they basically haven't changed condition at all since then. So I assume they're dead. Where are we? Catacombs, it would seem. This place certainly has a lot of things it's connected to. It's really creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. You're gonna find a manga to read? I will say, I've recently been reading one. What's it called? Hokkaido gals are incredibly adorable? It is certainly a cute one. There's another one that I was reading, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, they definitely came this way, and I don't think it was that long ago. Oh, right, you can tell from their footprints. Okay, then we just need to keep heading this way. Oh, I was reading Tomodachi Games manga. Since it went... It's honestly quite... Tomodachi Games? Quite the thriller. I need to catch up, though. I stopped at chapter, like, 110? And it was reaching the climax, I think. We just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right. Ready to go. Onward. Wait, I know I saw a chest. The girls look so serious. I mean, it's a serious situation, but they're so, like, blank-faced. Everything's proceeding just as I had planned. We can make it out of these tunnels. We'll have achieved all we set out to accomplish here. Alright, not bad for our first mission. What are you people planning? What do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? Doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money. I ask that you remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor the traditions and values of our country. We'd never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation. You sound just like... Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you who I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. What do you mean? That's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Eliza? Oh, what is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness' attendant, I assume you must be of high social standing, no? Eliza Schwarzer, daughter of Theo Schwarzer, lord of the northern region of Ymir. I may not be of a particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Dang. Brave girl, Eliza. Well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it? Oh, there was a chest. Perfect, perfect. Celestial Bomb EX, that's not... Oh, that's not very encouraging. Why did it feel the need to give me the strongest revive potion here? I suspect that's why. Won't reach, okay. Space does well. Okay. Shit. I was hoping they would move. Unfortunate. Alright.
一気に行くぞ。任せるがよい。私の番だな。させるか。
Oh. You know what? They're not as strong as I thought they'd be, health-wise. Okay. Yeah, you know, if we can take him out of it. I don't think she's got enough firepower here to take him out of it, but he'll be like one attack. Oh, never mind. Yo, that was a lot of damage. Miss. A miss? Oh, that was not a lot of damage. Alright, we can deal with this. Yo, easy. When you can gang up on them, it does not take much. Okay. Lauren Fee's bond is almost leveled up. That was scary. There seems to be some strange force at work making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power, or rather, that flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. Wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're going to have to deal with it one way or another. Alright, we have an upgrade station here. First, let's rest, of course. Or one new match short. Damn. Really? Just one? Oh well. Oh, we caught up. Fire off some warning shots to stop them running. I'm with you, Reen. Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that was loud. That's certainly dangerous when they have hostages in hand, but okay.
ここまでだ。殿下とエリセよ。
あまりの不敬、見過ごすのはさすがにためらわれるが。
おとなしく解放するなら見逃さないでもないぞ。
Damn, kids.
5対3。勝ち目はないよ。少なくとも2人を連れて逃げ切るのは不可能。
まずは2人を解放してもらえませんか？
恐れ入ったトールズ士官学院。まさかここまでの逸材たちを育てていたとは。
政治は無用。2人を解放するかこのまま睨み合うかだけだ。言っておくが2人に傷一つでもつけたら一切の容赦はしないと思え。
兄様、リーンさん。
分かった。降参だ。少なくとも我々に勝ち目がないことだけは認めよう。
それじゃあ
おとなしく解放するんだな。
ああ、彼に勝てたらな。やれ。
Huh? We sure stood there and waited for that to happen.
貴様。
揮発性の睡眠薬。
気絶させただけさ。裏若き乙女に見せるのは少々ためらわれるからな。
しまった。
また魔獣を。
Man, we really just let all this shit happen, huh?
なんだ
I mean, Machias has a fucking gun, dude. He could have just shot him right there.
これは。
Not only does Machias have a gun, Reen and Laura are both trained swordsmen. I could have smacked that flute out of his hands way before he finished. Zoro Agruga, that's a name.
これは骨の竜。
Well, we have to defeat one of these every chapter, I guess.
これぞゴーマの笛の力。暗黒時代の帝都のマスラも従わせるアーティファクトだ。さあそれでは今度こそ死での旅路へと向かいたまえ。トールズ士官学院7組の諸君。
これはさすがに。
どうするの？
敵戦力不明。動きが読めない。
はあ。みんな気合を入れるぞ。今回の実習で俺たちが得たものを考えたら勝てない相手じゃない。
その通りだ。
What did he just do?
悪あがきを 行くがいい。暗黒時代の魔物よ。この愚かで哀れな若者どもに無慈悲なる鉄槌を下すがいい。
手強いぞ。気をつけろ。
Oh, we've got Rin going first. Perfect.
さあ、一気に行くぞ。
任せて。
我が渾身の一撃食らうがよい。奥義後陣乱撃。
Very nice, very nice. 13k damage was unfortunately less than I would have hoped. Oh, very nice. I will absolutely take an auto tier any day. We need resounding
みんな
beats.
元気を出して。
行こっか。せいや。行こっか。アークス駆動。
大丈夫？
ありがとう。
Sure, build up with the craft on Rain. I mean, that's fine by me. Okay.
任せて。チャンス。ラウラ決めるよ。
心得た。さてと。
俺の番だな。
I'm gonna do another motivate. I want that double strength.
よく心得せて。
任せて。
If we can mute him, that would be wonderful.
行くぞ。
行こっか。
僕の番だね。
No muting to be done, I see. Alright, well,
聞かせてあげる。
if we're not gonna mute, we can at least try and confuse?
セブンラプソディ。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Oh, Grim Butterfly. This has knockout capabilities, doesn't it? I've been wanting to see this spell.
任せるがよい。
So you've knocked Reen out. Okay.
炎よ、我が剣に集え。
Yes.
私の番だね。
All right, he's getting pretty freaking hurt.
甘いよ。
ごめんみんな。
Oh,
任せ
Elliot.
るがよい。
Oh, Elliot. All right, we'll pick Elliot up.
ありがとう。
And I think Fee
任せて。
is gonna knock this guy out. If she doesn't, Rin should be able to.
一丁上がり。
行くぞ。そこだ。
Yes.
続けていくよ。
You know, that wasn't as hard as I was expecting it to be, honestly. Like, we've had runs in the schoolhouse where Vin just got wiped out in one turn by the boss. In comparison, one knockout? Not that bad.
バカな。ララ、フィ、承知。はあ。貴様は。
Yeah?
せい。ゴーマの笛が。
That was very exciting animation.
かなり厳しかったけど。
What's our plan, Comrade G? Really?
貴様。
Comrade G.
死は覚悟のみ。いつ果てても文句はない。だが今回の作戦だけは屍すら残すわけにはいかん。かくなる上は恐れながら玉体を傷つけても。
この辺りが潮時でしょうね。こやつら。あらあら、すばしっこい子猫ちゃんね。
Oh.
あたし好みだわ。
No, not the characters I was thinking of. Dang.
さすがはシルフィードか。
同志 S、 それに同志 V か。
こやつら。テロリストの仲間。
やれやれ。今回は任せてもらうと言っていたはずだが。だが正直助かったぞ。
悪いな G の旦那。だがここであんたが捕まったらさすがに幸先が悪いからな。
無粋とは思ったけどお邪魔させてもらったわ。同志 C と一緒にね。
そういうことだ。
I always thought this guy was their leader, not. But if they call him, I don't know.
同志。まさか君まで来るとはな。私の立てた今回の作戦、それほど頼りなく見えたか。
いや、ほぼ完璧に見えた。しかし作戦というものは常に不確定の要素が入り込む。そこの7組の諸君のようにな。
僕たちのことまで
何者。
本作戦の主目的はすでに達した。この上皇族を傷つける不名誉を負う必要はない。そうではないか。
その通りだ。返してやりたまえ。
エリオット、マキアス、2人を頼む。
うん。
ああ。
Reen needs to go demon mode.
さて、これにて双方が歩み寄れたと思うのだが、依存はないかな。
あるに決まってるだろう。
恐れ多くも殿下たちをさらい薬などで眠らせたこと。
とても帝国人として許せるものじゃないな。
5対6、ちょっと厳しいかな。
みんな
なかなか骨のあるガキどもじゃねえか。
せっかくだから相手をしてあげてもいいのだけど。
まあ、ここは私が出るのが筋というものだろう。刀使いに体験使い、それと操縦剣の使い手か。来い、相手をしてやろう。ただの余興だ。鉄道憲兵隊が来るまでのひととき、その怒りをぶつけてみるがいい。
面白い。
すごい自信。
I'm really wanting to see what kind of weapon this guy uses. Oh, okay, he's not anyone that we know.
その武具は
暗黒時代の遺物、ダブルセイバーか。
我が名はシー。それだけ覚えておくがいい。士官学院7組の力、見せてもらおうか。それでは始めるとしようか。
あ、任せて。
Oh, we have no heals.
やっ。
すまない、みんな。
任せるがよい。
ありがとう。
私の番だね。あ、任せて。
What the fuck?
任せるがよい。
Her evasion is certainly something wonderful, though, I must say.
行こっか。チャンス。
スキアリ。
俺の番だな。
あ、任せ。
He's really not taking any damage. How much strength do we need?
私の番だな。
It looks like Lara's doing damage to him, so her...
What
do you mean? He missed 3 times. What do you mean that's your C? He only hit 1 attack.
私たちのリーダーを務めてるだけはあるわね。
ここまでの使い手とは。
You know, sometimes I hate game cutscenes. I mean, yes, he would have beat us eventually, but he was nowhere near that.
さらに匹敵するかも。
お前たちは一体。
帝国解放戦線、静かなる怒りの炎をたたえ、どしがたき独裁者に鉄槌を下す。まあ、そういった集団だ。
帝国解放戦線。
それに独裁者って。
そこまでです。
Ooh. They're probably gonna escape.
クレア隊。
間に合ったか。
どうやら時間のようだが。
え、まさか。
それでは諸君、また会おう。
Is it Maki's dad?
爆弾？
あばよ。
それじゃあね、可愛い子犬ち
A,
ゃん
a random guess by the fact that he's C. You know, it could be Carl Regnitz. Probably not, though.
せいぜい生き延びてみ
Especially if Patrick is watching.
崩れるわ。はい。
シャレになってないぞ。
リーン、そなたは殿下を。
分かった。
Yeah, probably not. Probably not the governor. It was pretty touch and go back there, but I'm glad to see you all pulled through. Well, thanks to you, instructor. I had my doubts that you were going to make it out of that alive. You could have come a bit sooner. Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now. Indeed. So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? The way they move their heads. Your Highness, Eliza. Thank goodness, whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects. I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me. Just glad that you're safe and unharmed. What happened? You're right, Your Highness. How are you feeling? Mean? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister. Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of routes back to the surface locked down. Think we could smoke them out? Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive with too many areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order in the city. Yes, ma'am. Send a report to the other divisions to let them know that the situation's been resolved. So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game? Would have been cool if that fight was winnable, though.
Koshite, 鉄道憲兵隊の主導によって月祭初日の混乱は収まった。
I wonder if it is
敵
winnable.
数を追いながらも陣頭指揮を取ったレーグニッツ帝都知事の働きにより3日にわたる月祭も無事終了し、翌朝俺たち7組のメンバーは揃って帝都を後にすることになった。
If we had Alistair with us, that would have been easy clap.
Yeah. 君たちには本当に世話になってしまった。兄弟ともども士官学院に足を向けて眠れなくなってしまったくらいさ。
Where's Cedric? Where's Patrick?
そんな。
あまりにも恐れ多いお言葉かと。いいえ。私とエリゼなどあのまま連れ去られていたらどんな運命が待ち受けていたか、本当に何度お礼を言っても足りないくらいの気分です。私からも改めてお礼を言わせてください。本当にありがとうございました。
エリゼ。
本当に無事でよかった。
私とセドリックの方も B 班の働きには助けられたよ。市内の混乱の収拾、改めて礼を言わせてもらおう。
もったいないお言葉。
お役に立てて光栄です。7組設立のお礼をやっとお返しできたみたいですね。それにしても帝国解放戦線ですか。
ああ、ノルド高原での一件、 さらには帝国各地のいくつかの事件。今までにも暗躍の気配はあったが、 C をリーダーとする数名の幹部たちに率いられた純然たるテロリストたち。現在情報局でメンバーの洗い出しを行っている最中らしい。
こう言ってはなんですが、不思議な人たちでしたね。私たちを連れ去りながら悪意をあまり見せることはなく、それでいて内に秘めた劇場に取りつかれているかのようでした。はい、もちろん姫様をさらったことは許されることではありませんが。
内に秘めた劇場、
そんな感じはしたかも。
静かなる怒りの炎をたたえ、どしがたき独裁者に鉄槌を下す。彼らのリーダーの言葉です。
確かにそう言ってたな。
また露骨な言葉だな。
静かなる怒りの炎、そしてどしがたき独裁者。
まあ何を示しているのかは明らかではあるが。
皆さん。
Oh, is that Cedric? Yes, it is. Crown Prince. And Carl. I'm gonna sleep after this cutscene.
なんとか間に合ったわね。
いいタイミングだ。
皇太子殿下、
わざわざお見送りに来ていただいたのですか？
ええ、お世話になったからにはこのくらい当然ですから。あ、こちらの方々が7組のもう一班なんですね。
Oh, right. He was saved by B. That's right.
はじ
That's
めまし
right.
て皆さん、セドリック・ライゼ・アルノールです。この度は姉の危機を救っていただき本当にありがとうございました。心よりお礼を言わせてもらいます。
He's the youngest sibling. That's right. He's the youngest sibling and the Crown Prince.
光栄です。ありがとうございます。
皇太子、想像してたより可愛いかも。
こらフィー。
皆さんのようにもっとたくましくなってくれれば私も安心なのですけど。
ちょっとアルフィン。
姫様、失礼ですよ。
まだ15歳だし、君たちはこれからだろう。しかしセドリックとあなたが一緒というのも珍しいね。
恐縮です。せっかくなので彼らをこのまま見送らせてもらおうと思いまして。
父さん、傷の方は大丈夫なのか？
ああ、大事には至っていない。まだ少し痛むがじきに完治してくれるだろう。
そうか。
知事閣下、お疲れ様でした。
ああ、かなり変則的ではあったが無事今回の特別実習も終了した。士官学院の理事としてまずはお疲れ様と言っておこうか。
恐縮です。
ありがとうございます。
7組の運用、そして立場の異なる3人の理事、いろいろ思うところはあるだろうが、君たちには君たちにしかできない学生生活を送ってほしいと思っている。それについては他の2人も同じだろう。
父さん、
そう言っていただけると。
その点に関しては殿下もどうかご安心ください。
わかった。元よりあなたについては私も信頼しているつもりだ。だが
どうやらお揃いのようですな。
Ah. Osborne? Yeah. I forget that their entire government is housed in this building.
実は先ほどまで共に陛下への拝謁を賜っておりまして。
アルフィン殿下におかれましてはご無事で何よりでした。これも女神の導きでありましょう。
ありがとうございます、最初。
オリバルト殿下も帝国解放戦線に
Oh, it
関
is
しては
Oliver.
すで
Okay.
に全土に手配を出しております。背景の洗い出しも進んでいますので、どうかご安心ください。
やれやれ、手回しのいいことだ。 これは来月の通商会議も安心ということかな。
ええ、万事お任せあれ。あ、失礼。諸君への挨拶がまだだったな。
His eyes are open.
帝国政府代表ギリアス・オズボーンだ。鉄血宰相という名前の方が通りがいいだろうがね。
はじめまして、閣下。
そのお噂は金がね。
Sarah doesn't look very happy.
私も君たちの噂は少しばかり耳にしている。帝国全土を股にかけての特別実習、非常に興味深い試みだ。これからも頑張るといいだろう。
恐縮です。
どうも。
We've had Kyosuke like 8 times in this one
精
conversation.
進させていただきます。
それと久しいな、遊撃士。転職したそうだが息災そうで何よりだ。
ええ、おかげさまで。その説は本当にお世話になりました。
バンダイク元帥は私の元上官でもある。その意味で私としてもささやかながらさらなる協力をさせてもらうつもりだ。ま、楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
それは
諸君らもどうか健やかに強き絆を育み、鋼の意志と肉体を養ってほしい。これからの激動の時代に備えてな。
He's certainly not one to mince words.
兄様。
Okay. Forgot how after that comes the never-ending cutscene.
おっ
Alright.
と、ランクアップしたわね。ご褒美をあげなきゃね。明日も期待してるわよ。
Cutscene incoming.
なかなか悪くないわ。
Damn, we only get B's, dude. The first time we got an A, and that was it. Okay. Save here. And there's no option to quit. Alright.
8月中旬、夏の盛り、うだるような暑さがトリスタの街を包み込む時期。帝都から帰還した俺たちは5日ほどの短い夏季休暇を終えて授業や訓練を再開していた。そもそも士官学院は軍と同じく年末年始以外の長期休暇は存在しない。だが貴族生徒に限っては将来の領地運営の勉強などの名目で故郷への帰省が認められており、
Sweeping away the cat, I
そ
see.
の時期1組2組の生徒たちのほぼ全員がトリスタから離れていた。そんな中3組から5組までの生徒は彼らを羨みながらも勉学と修練に励み、俺たち7組のメンバーも全員がトリスタにとどまっていた。
Exam time? So hot, I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it's just making me feel even hotter. The Academy should install an orbital air conditioner. At least then it'd be a little easier to cope. An orbital air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. That's some kind of wizardry. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Ranford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. Be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Seems a bit much to hope for. This is a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine to help us keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal. Even nowadays, man, schools still don't have fucking air conditioners sometimes. My high school didn't have some in some of the rooms, and it was so hot when it was hot. I'll admit the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legroom, but as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Rayhard gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. That does make summers a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it, but in the end I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Eliza. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? Yeah, Eustace has a point. I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. You make a good point. You're talking about the West Zemuria Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before, at least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Croy, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbell's CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I've heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor, and Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. It seems crazy to think we just met them both a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seemed like a big scary monster. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed though, at least as far as I'm aware. Really? I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Oh, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns they've got pointed at Crossbell too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvard because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually the Burl that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing the Non-Aggression Pact, right? Yeah, though as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a pretty popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator, and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He doesn't seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... yeah. Come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past time for homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear that woman. She'd better not be sleeping off another hangover back in the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
こらこら、今日は違うわよ。
Dang, Alyssa, that is one way to stand. Instructor.
おはようございます。おはようみんな。で、遅れたのにはちゃんと訳があってね。今日はみんなに新しい仲間を紹介するわ。
Oh, this is what Osborne was sending our way.
本当ですか?
It's the small girl.
入ってきて。
Oh, it's not the small girl. What? No, it is the small girl. It has to be the small girl.
2年のアームブラスト先輩？
クローアームブラストです。今日から皆さんと同じ7組に参加させてもらいます。
What?
てなわけでよろしく頼むわ。
え？
どういうことですか？
いやー、これには非常に深刻かつデリケートな事情があってだな。
はあ、よく言うわよ。こいつ1年時の単位をサボっていくつか落としててね。このままじゃ卒業できないって慌てて泣きついてきたのよ。それで特例として3ヶ月ほど7組に参加することになったわけ。
Okay?
なんだそれは。
思いっきりどうしようもない理由じゃないですか。
知ってるかもしれないけど、去年アークスの試験導入に参加した実績もあるからね。その点に関しては君たちのいいお手本になるかと判断したの。特別実習にも参加してもらうから、そのつもりでいてちょうだい。
Oh, that means you can split the class evenly now.
いやー、一通り説明されちまったが、ま、そういうわけでよろしくな。同じクラスになったからには先輩後輩抜きで行くとしようぜ。
はあ、なかなかそういうわけにはいかぬと思うが。
ぶっちゃけ軽すぎ。
サラ教官。
I like that English subtitle there.
たままということは。
If he was more laid back, he'd be comatose.
え？それって。
あら、バレちゃった？というわけで出てきて挨拶しなさい。
ああ、待ちくたびれちゃったよ。
I knew it. Whoa. Was she teleporting?
何？
君は。
Well, now we have our S-Class Smash.
ナルド高原であった。
うん、お久しぶりだね。初めての人もいるから改めて自己紹介するね。僕はミリアムオライオンだよ。
Now we have a full team of S rating attacks.
こっちがガーちゃん。正式名称はアガートラム。
Right. Marcus wasn't there.
オーロックス砦で見た。
するとノルド高原でそなたたちが会ったという。
ああ、そのでっかいのは教室内で出すのは禁止ね。下手に壁でも壊されたら私が怒られちゃうから。
うん、しょうがないな。
Looks sad somehow.
よろしくね、7組のみんな。
It's hard to believe that she's one of Osborne's. Tell me you're kidding, please.
私もその方が面倒がなくていいんだけどね。
なかなか面白くなりそうじゃねえの。
We've got another cutscene, huh? 3 days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbrust and Intelligence Division agent William O'Ryan's sudden transfer into Class 7. But within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dracos who ended the War of the Lions, but did you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other prince's armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dracos met perhaps his most well-known supporter. William, right? Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referencing? Wow. She is excited. Sure do. Leanne Sandlot, also known as the Lance Maiden. Oh, right you are. Well done. I see Crow is studying real hard in the back. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Rain? It's the... Eisenritter makes the most sense. But I feel like I've seen Stahlritter before. I'm gonna guess Eisenritter. The Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights, they were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dracos' army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Heimdall. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenritter used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Indeed, it's known as Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel to the west of Legram. Oh, you mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now? No, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arside family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though. Really, only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arside house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden, and it's partly because of that the Arside family mourns her death each year. I see. What a fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Berehard a while back. I think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent to all over the country on secret missions. I know she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in Berehard too. Well, I mean, the whole class knows, it's not like the teacher's gonna ask. So that's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Oh, let the cutscene end. I just want to sleep. Okay, so tomorrow's a free day, which means that next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. You'd better all bring your A game. Oh, William and Crow, a few must-have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff off to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto. Man, what a drag. Alright, homeroom's out for the day. Flee while you can. Marcus, if you'll do the honors. Yes, instructor. Alright, bow. Alright, here comes the obligatory class huddle. So, what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her, at least. Same. I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? They look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think. Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way.
私としてもささやかながらさらなる協力をさせてもらうつもりだ。ま、楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division, but just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. Then there's that thing, Ergitlum, that's always with her. Calls it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard, but pliable. Agreed, it doesn't look like anything you could make even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. Ah, so you actually touched it. It hasn't escaped my notice. It seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah. The instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense Milliam was forced on us too. Didn't they say it was from a ruin? You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend, but we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down, at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. Agreed, as students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. You'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Rin? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Just help us. Sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elisa went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight and pretty handy with his Arcus, too. Maybe we're worrying over nothing, then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We'll just have to see how things go. Alright, well, with all that said and done, I'm gonna go to sleep. So, thank you very much for watching. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you have a good rest of your evening or rest of your day. And until next time, peace out. Bye.